How's it going, you all?
I'm Brock,
I'm Arda.
and welcome to Bros.
The first Star Wars live-action series made a big impact in the filming business, the Star Wars galaxy, and more.
For the people who are already into Star Wars, the show was the one to watch with no doubt. But we know that the people who are not into Star Wars have a big question about start watching the series. What do I need to know about Star Wars to watch The Mandalorian?
Today, on Bros, we will be telling you everything you need to know before you watch The Mandalorian.
Don't worry, there will be no spoilers in this video.
Before we get into the video, we will be delighted if you join us on the channel by subscribing and pushing the bell notifications from down below so you never miss a video on Bros. Also, drop a like if you enjoy the video and comment down below your thoughts and opinions.
Now, let's get into the video.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
The first thing to know about the series is what it is all about. The Mandalorian is the name of the show, of course, but it is also the race that the main character belongs. We saw many other Mandalorians in the Star Wars galaxy, and if you're a person who watched the movies only, you're probably only familiar with Boba Fett from the original trilogy and Jango Fett, Boba's father, from the prequel trilogy. There are many other Mandalorians that we saw in the shows Star Wars Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. We also get most of the backstory of the Mandalorians in these shows as well. For example, the fact that Mandalorians live in clans are from the Star Wars Clone Wars. The most famous Mandalorians are Satine and Bokatan from Clan Kryze, Sabine and Arsa from Clan Ren, and Pre and Tar from Clan Viszla.
The person you are seeing on the screen, the main character of The Mandalorian, is referred to as the Mandalorian and
Mando!
in the series, as we do not know his name or clan. He is a bounty hunter, a very dangerous but rewarding profession if you are good at it. His profession leads him into various adventures, and we are following him in his adventures as the audience.
Producers of The Mandalorian did not limit their audience with only the Star Wars fans. On the contrary, they wanted to expand the Star Wars fanbase, so they do a great deal of explaining to the audience members that are not familiar with a lot of background knowledge. Any one of you that will watch The Mandalorian will pretty much get the big picture, except for some little details, that is, when we come in.
Understanding the setting of which The Mandalorian takes place will help you interpret the situation of the galaxy. The timeline you see on the screen is the chronological order of the Star Wars movies and the TV series. As you can see, it is divided into three eras: the Republic era, the Empire era, and the New Republic era. The Mandalorian takes place right in the beginning of the New Republic era, 5 years after to be exact, which tell us that it is a time of great change.
In theory, going from an empire to a republic is a huge step forward, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in practice, that is not the case. The Empire ruled the whole galaxy by fear and absolute control for nearly 3 decades.
Fear will keep the local systems in line.
The New Republic struggled to have control over the galaxy as they were going with a more peaceful approach. Therefore, we can say that the galaxy is in chaos and everyone is trying to take advantage of it. It is important to notice that the writers and directors remind us about the chaos constantly.
Now that you have more of an understanding about the setting of The Mandalorian, we think you can have a quick history lesson about the Mandalorian people as well. The Mandalorian history, like Star Wars itself, is quite complicated because of the way it was told. There are pieces of the Mandalorian history separated into 2 animated shows and a couple of movies, and they are not in the chronological order.
As Bros, we always recommend the original source, movies and TV shows, as a way of understanding Star Wars. But for The Mandalorian, you do not need the whole history, so we can help you by giving a quick summary.
We separated the Mandalorian history into 4. Mandalore in the Old Republic era, which is before the Republic era, Mandalore during the Republic era, Mandalore during the Empire era, and Mandalore during the New Republic era, which is where we are at. The best word to describe these eras all together is war.
As we mentioned in the beginning of the video, Mandalorians are a group of people and they used to live on the planet Mandalore even before the Republic era. They are warriors whose reputations were spread across the galaxy as the greatest warriors. These ancient Mandalorians fought many battles and their most famous one was against the Jedi. We know that you are familiar with the term Jedi, but for the people who were living under a rock since 1977,
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
It is near impossible for a civilization to fight battles all the time and never face a superior enemy. Mandalorians did not make the impossible possible, and they were defeated by the Jedi.
History lesson. The Jedi won the war with Mandalore.
You might be wondering why this battle was fought, but for the purposes of this video, we are not going to get into more details. If you would like to hear about the battle between Mandalore and the Jedi, we are planning to deep dive in that topic in a future video. What is important here is that this loss against the Jedi started the downfall of Mandalore.
after decades of fighting, Mandalorians decided to become a neutral planet away from more warfare and chose peace.
Mandalore's violent past is behind us.
However, it is not easy to remove the warrior identity of the Mandalorians. Peace might have been the way to go for the new government, but a group of people inside, called the Death Watch, embraced Mandalore's warrior identity and believed the way back to the glorious days were through fighting.
For generations, my ancestors fought proudly as warriors against the Jedi.
Death Watch's ultimate goal was to wipe the new government and rule Mandalore. The conflict of ideologies of these two regimes led to a war between the Mandalorian government and Death Watch. When the fight against the other planets stopped for the Mandalorians, they chose to fight with their own kind.
The downfall of Mandalore was complete after this. They were weak and divided, which was the perfect opportunity for the newly formed Empire to take advantage. Empire took control of Mandalore from the inside by giving false promises to the clans who sided with them. The remaining clans finally saw the big picture that their home was being stolen from them, and they were not going to give up without a fight.
The remaining clans formed an alliance with the leadership of Bokatan and fought back. At first, it seemed they were successful, but when the Empire struck back with the full force, the Mandalorians were defenseless. The Empire wiped out all the Mandalorians on the planet, and some of them escaped the planet before being destroyed. This event is called the Mandalorian Purge.
All these take us to the current period that we are in the Mandalorian. The remaining Mandalorians are hiding, spread around the galaxy. Not an ideal way for things to be over, but we are pretty sure that this is not the end for the Mandalorians. You are now ready to watch The Mandalorian without no fear of missing out.
We appreciate you sticking around till the end. As you can see, we are a new channel and need your support to grow. If you enjoy this content, more will come. We are uploading videos weekly on this channel on Mondays 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the upcoming weeks, there will be more Mandalorian content, but this channel is more than just The Mandalorian. Check out the channel to find out more.
Thank you for watching. We hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.